I cannot for no zeros. Don't you run out? No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I'm a...
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Sacramento Redwoods. This will be taken very short. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Now Wilson on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Hansen. They can't tackle him. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you
that he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Doug Baldwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Janikowski adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man, Chris Moore. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Back there, Philly, here we go.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here's Jackson to throw. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Now let's go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Jackson. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Rawls. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play, and it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called rose stem right or rose stem left, depending on the formation, 28 toss. And 28 toss was their bread and butter.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Fair. 14.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hansen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. First down, this is Rawls. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hansen. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Tempo. Hey, easy. Check 51.
On first down, Wilson. Flush to his right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kamale Correa in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
Be alert.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Hard throw, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And now Sebastian Janikowski on from a long distance. He's hit from 61 and 63 in his career. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A give. This is Cook. Room here to run. And he makes it all the way way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there out of Cook. 46 yards. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Handoff comes to Cook. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And this is caught by Curse. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Getting the ball is Cook, running left. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Go wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the 2nd half.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Go. Got it.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10. Now Jackson on 1st down. And Cook has it left side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Jackson on 1st down. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Eluding nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
14.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning. They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Gotta go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Over the middle, Jerron Brown's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, Brosice. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Let's go get it right here. Come on.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Tempo. Right. 380. 14.
Wilson now throwing on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, 2nd half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On second down, Cook. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Detroit!
On 2nd down, Jackson. He's going to look deep for Perriman, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try to get the running game going with Rawls. Finding some room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. A nice, strong run there for Rawls. His coach is back in high school in Flint, Michigan. You know what his nickname was?
No, what was it?
The Train. The man can break some tackles on occasion.
Well, it makes sense when you watch runs like that, because when you're trying to deal with a train, you're supposed to get out of the way, right? And if you don't, you're going to get bruised up trying to tackle him. That's the type of runner he is. He can pop people as he goes by them.
Wilson going to hand it to Pro-Size. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Wilson on second down, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And it's caught. Touchdown. C.J. Pro-Size. His third touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. So he scrambled right but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens taking the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Hurst. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. Airing one deep for Curse. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Barkevius Mingo in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Here's Sam Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returnable for Lockett. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive starts with C.J. Pro-Size. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
where Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the... It's caught inside the 25. And touchdown. Thomas Rawls, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Janikowski good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw is Jackson, throwing on first down. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And this is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson pushing through the contact. And he rifles one incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their too-many offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Crabtree, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson will throw again, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And this is going to be incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield right at the 48. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Been a very strong performance for them really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now obviously they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They start on the ground with Rawls. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
18. Go.
To throw on 2nd down, Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Wilson on 1st down. Caught right side, Jerron Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
14.
Wilson wants to throw it. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. And give him a gain of 37.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Rawls. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Here's Wilson looking to throw on 2nd down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Doug Baldwin. He scored on the ground and through the air. And this offense continues to pour it on.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to, because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal. Win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the home team here, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.